pantalones gratis
con Marconi Bologna.
Esto es Los Pantalones Libres de Podcast.
The Pants Free Podcast. Pantaloni libero.
Greetings and welcome to another edition of the Pants Free Podcast. This week, Nick is on the road, and the only time he could record is like 6:30 in the morning, and I slept through that time of day and missed my opportunity to record a podcast with him this week. And normally we'd be discussing the news of the week, which was awful this week with everything that went on in Boston and then the explosion at the fertilizer plant in Waco. I will say, if you're wondering what you can do to help, you can always donate blood to the Red Cross. Just go to redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. So without Nick, instead of doing our regular podcast, I thought I might tell a story that I saw on Facebook. The story happened in an airport at an airline's ticket counter after a crowded flight was canceled. And there was only a single booking agent trying to rebook everyone and reroute them to get them on their way. And there was a huge line. So everybody's standing there waiting and annoyed and inconvenienced. And suddenly an angry passenger pushes his way to the desk. He slapped his ticket down on the counter and said, "I have to be on this flight, and it has to be first class." The agent replied, "I'm sorry, sir. I'll be happy to try to help you, but I've got to help all these folks first, and I'm sure we'll be able to work something out." The passenger was unimpressed. He asked loudly so the passengers behind him could hear, "Do you have any idea who I am?" Without hesitating, the gate agent smiled and grabbed her public address microphone and said, "May I have your attention, please?" she began, her voice bellowing throughout the terminal. "We have a passenger here at the gate who does not know who he is. If anyone can help him find his identity, please come to gate 17. With the folks behind him in line laughing hysterically, the man glared at the ticket agent, gritted his teeth, and swore, "You!" Without flinching, she smiled and said, "I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to stand in line for that, too." The man retreated as the people in the terminal applauded loudly. Although the flight was canceled and people were late, they were no longer angry at that airline. Thanks to Mel Ford on Facebook for posting that story. If you have stories you think are interesting that are going around on the internet, let me know. Just post them on our Facebook page at Pants Free Pod. And also, don't forget we have t-shirts, mugs, iPhone and Android covers, stickers, and more in the Pants Free Podcast store. You can find the link on our website, pantsfreepod.com. Until next time, this is Marconi for Nick J. Miles saying, Pantalones libero. Pants Free Podcast. Pants Free Podcast. Pants Free Podcast. Pants Free Podcast.